This house that I built using 7 months, we started on April the 1st. We just finished in October. This house is actually for a Tibetan oracle of the Panglung tradition. In Tibetan Buddhism, there are different schools have different official oracles. For our lineage, the Gelugpa lineage, we have an official oracle from the Panglung tradition. The Panglung line of oracles is very, very famous. It is famous because they have been renowned to give very, very accurate prophecies for many, many centuries. The previous Panglung oracle was the one who took trance and told Kechara Forest Retreat to inform His Holiness the Dalai Lama to leave Tibet. Well, Kechara and Malaysians are very, very privileged to be able to have the official residence of the Panglung oracle. This residence will be called Panglung Ritroe. The original Panglung Ritroe, or the official residence, is situated in Tibet. And because it was destroyed many, many years ago, unfortunately, when the sponsors of the oracle wanted to build the house again for him, they were not able to. When Tsem Rinpoche asked the oracle whether or not it is okay for us to offer him a house, then the oracle said that he will need to ask Dorje Shugden first. So when he took trance of Dorje Shugden, Tsem Rinpoche asked Dorje Shugden himself whether or not it's okay for us to build his oracle, his house here. And Dorje Shugden said it's a very, very good idea. So when the oracle was out of trance, Tsem Rinpoche had a meeting, just a very informal discussion with the oracle, and showed him the video clip of what Dorje Shugden said when Rinpoche asked him about the house. So the oracle smiled and said, okay, sure, well, whatever Dorje Shugden said. So then immediately Tsem Rinpoche said, is it okay if we call it Panglung Ritroe, which means this is his official residence. So the oracle said yes. We are very privileged, and this house is actually very, very important because when we have an official residence of an esteemed monk like Panglung Kuten, it signifies the growth of the Dharma in Malaysia for many, many generations to come. And it also signifies that all the work that we are doing in Kechara, guided by Tsem Rinpoche, is of the pure lineage from the Gelugpa tradition, that the oracle will work with Kechara to spread the Dharma far and wide for many, many generations to come. Before we started building, of course, I had many, many meetings with the architect to come up with ideas on what would be functional and something that would be maintenance-free. So that took around 4 to 5 months. And then once that was done, then that's where we started building on April the 1st of 2016. In Bentong, the weather here is pretty extreme. In the daytime, it is very hot, but at night it's very cooling. Temperature difference can be around 6 to 7 degrees. That's why you see that there are a lot of hairline cracks on the walls. So I had to make sure that all the walls are free of cracks. In Tsem Rinpoche's Ladrang in Kechara Forest Retreat, I noticed that the only walls that didn't crack were the brick walls. And I didn't have to do anything for the last 4 years. So that gave me the idea that the brick walls are actually most suitable for our weather conditions. Other than the brick walls, we also have the grey walls, which are cladded with cement board. And they do very, very well in this extreme weather conditions. Because for the other buildings that we have in Kechara, we have floor-to-ceiling windows. It takes a lot of time to clean the windows. So as you can see, we only have just standard windows so that it's easier for the oracle and his assistant who will be maintaining the house themselves. Second criteria is that have a very modest place for the oracle because he will be retiring here eventually. So everything here will be very functional, big enough for him and his assistant to stay and to handle. Another criteria is that, because this is the official residence of the oracle, so it is very important to give him privacy. So it is situated in a very, slightly secluded place, very, very quiet, but surrounded with greens. As for the layout, all the bedrooms are downstairs. That it will be much easier for the oracle himself as he ages. It'll be easier to stay on the ground floor, and of course for his assistant to be near him as well. And everything is just very nearby, the kitchen, the living hall, the dining area. So it is very easy for his assistant to manage. And upstairs we have a throne room. That's where, as and when the oracle feels that he would like to take trance, he has space. Tsem Rinpoche told me with regard to landscaping is to plant a lot of white flowers and yellow flowers. Well, white flowers signify purity of the Dharma, and yellow would be the growth of the Dharma. So it'll be a very good offering to the oracle and of course to Dorje Shugden himself when he comes. Then we thought that it'll be very nice if we have flowers that have fragrance. So if you walk around the house, different times you will smell different fragrances. It's because there are certain flowers that will emit fragrance in the daytime, and there are others that emit fragrance at night. So day and night the oracle will smell it if you were to walk all over the house. Yeah. I always imagine myself as the occupant, the person staying in the house, and not knowing anything about the house. How would I make it easier for the person? So I would have to label all the switches, because we have quite a number of switches, and also underneath the staircase we have the electric panels. So again, every MCB has to be labeled so that when something trips, then we can actually identify. And also I have a kitchen that actually arranged all the utensils that I think they will need for their Chinese cooking and for the Tibetan cooking, and various pots and pans that they will need. Then lots of fan, because the oracle does not like air conditioning. So there's a lot of fan, and and there is a veranda right next to his bedroom. I was told he will actually like that very, very much, because he prefers the natural air. So I've put up the mosquito netting, so he can just sit there and not worry about being bitten by insects. Yeah, so these are the details that I put into and I consider when designing this house. You will also notice that there is a chairlift that goes from the ground floor all the way up to the throne area. I thought that it would be suitable to have something like this here, because we never know who is going to be visiting the oracle. It may be people who are very, very ill, or who there's no way that they can walk up the stairs, or people who are of a certain age and it'll be physically challenged to walk up the stairs. Last but not least, we also have a sangpor, which is an outdoor incense burner. Actually, I was very, very lucky this time because there were not much obstacles. Even my main contractor, he said that, wow, this is such a smooth construction project. He said even the weather was perfect to build a house. So I said, well, I believe very much is because we have done many, many pujas, or prayers, before we started construction. It was just flawless in terms of the schedule. Absolutely no obstacle at all. Yeah, so we're very, very lucky. On a spiritual level, the construction of this house is a retreat. So in lieu of a closed door retreat and doing meditations and recitations, building this house would be something that is equivalent to that. As Rinpoche did explain, that when we do Dharma work, we're doing a retreat for our body, mind, and speech. When I am building this house, I have to focus on what I want to build and to make decisions on site, even though it is in the plans, but because on site then there may be certain adjustments where we need to make. So I need to know what I'm talking about in order to make precise decisions. So I attribute that to, again, something that's similar to single-pointed meditation, where you just focus on what you need to do. I want to thank my teacher, Tsem Rinpoche, for giving me such a huge opportunity and such a precious opportunity to be able to build the official residence for our oracle. And for nobody like me, to be given this privilege just absolutely blows my mind. Rinpoche guided me and trained me all these years to make me who I am today, and I'm forever grateful for that. And yes, so my guru, I want to thank him very, very much. I would also like to thank the sponsors who believed in this project, and also the contractors who worked very, very long hours and was with me all this while to make sure that we make this place the best that we can do. So I want to thank them very, very much as well.